They could not survive in the powerful conservative climate by continuing to target the problems of blacks alone. Although black conditions continue to need attention, most black organizations could not raise enough money. There's that word money to survive by focusing solely upon their own people. So they could not raise enough money. Why can they raise enough money? They couldn't raise enough money because they didn't understand economic models. The Black Panther Party needed an economist. Maybe they had one. Maybe I don't want to assume they didn't. But man, I was like, Lord, if I could have taught you how to make some money, then you could have pursued the mission. Shotguns for everybody, right? Like we could have done so much more if we had enough money. Think about how many times you have a plan, you have a process and a plan that you're supposed to pursue. You have God's plan, and you're supposed to pursue God's plan, which is coming from your passion, coming from your purpose, but you can't do it because you got to go to work, or you can't do it because you ain't got enough money. So instead of doing God's plan, you got to go with Master's plan. And Master's plan is sit your black ass down, you shut your mouth, boy, and you show up to work and you do what you're told. That's Master's plan. So money, to me, money is just you talk. I don't give a damn about equality. I want to win, and money to me is the great equalizer in the sense that it can allow you to just put it to the side and elevate. I told my daughter this yesterday. I said, okay, you're 14. Next year, you got to come and work for me. And she said, and I said, why do you think you have to come work for me? She said, because you know that I need money. I said, yeah. I said, why is that? She said, well, because I want to be a professional dancer and dancers don't make money. I said, yeah. I said, because I want you to have enough money so you don't have to think about money. We're going to get money out of the way so you can really live your life, so you can really pursue your passion. That's what money's going to be the key that unlocks the jail cell that incarcerates so many people. Financial freedom, that's what it is. So I'm going to tell you the best blessing that God gave me was when he somehow told my little dumbass 19-year-old self to get a doctorate in finance. That's what happened. I met a guy. He's a great guy. His name's Dr. Tommy Whitler, and he's a professor at DePaul. And I didn't have any money, and I was like, man, I gotta figure out how to make some money one day. And he drove this Porsche, and I said, professors don't make any money. How are you driving a Porsche? And he said, oh, finance professors make the most money out of all the professors on campus. So I was like, oh, well, I'm good at school and I need some money. So let me go study this money thing. I figure if I study money and learned about money, somebody might pay me money to talk about money. And I did that because I didn't have any money. And I didn't, and to me, and now that I think back on it, it's like, well, wait, that's common sense. That's common sense. Pay attention now. If you are constrained by something, if you know that there's something that holds the key to your liberation, like if you have been able to deduce like that one thing, that one barrier, that one thing that if you acquire this one thing, it's going to make the whole the different all the difference in the world. That is a gift. That's a blessing. Because then at that point you say, okay, now that I know the one thing that's blocking me from getting where I want to get to, then I'm going to spend all my time learning as much about that thing as I possibly can. I'm going to meditate on it. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to talk to my friends about it. I'm going to explore it. I'm going to investigate it. I'm going to look into it and get good at it. Because you figured it out. You figured out the puzzle. We solved racism. Teach your kids to be economically free, and I guarantee you that racism will kind of diminish. Racism has a hard time imposing itself on a financially independent black person. Do you follow what I'm saying? Do you get this? Let me keep going. Let me keep reading. I'm almost done. I'm starting to sweat.